Okay, so there's this couple, and they're madly in love, and they both die in a car accident. So they die at the exact same moment. So they go to heaven, and they end up in front of St. Peter. And they say to St. Peter, is there any way that we can actually get married in heaven? Because we never got married on earth, and we really want to be connected for the rest of the afterlife. Can you marry us? And he goes, I have no idea. Let me go check. So he goes off and he leaves, and they're waiting, and they're waiting, and they keep waiting and waiting. So as they're waiting, they decide, well, what if we actually don't like each other after a number of years, and we're in eternity together? What are we going to do? We should ask him if we can get a divorce. We'll ask him if we can actually get a divorce in heaven. So they keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, St. Peter comes back and he goes, okay, you can get married. I've got the okay. Everything's going to happen. They said, well, can you tell us if we can get divorced? And he goes, oh, do you know it took me 6 months to find a priest in here? Do you really think I'm going to find a lawyer too? So that's my joke.
You little gorgeous.
He likes this toy.
Oh, he does.
But he doesn't go for that one.
No, no, I have the other 3 ring one here that he never touches. I can dangle it, I can throw it in the air. Pay any attention. Take this. Here. Look. What's that? Oh, just walking. I want to hear this before we start driving. Would you like me to drive? Oh, you don't drive, right?
I'll take these glasses with me because they're on.
Oh, it's 3rd floor too.
This is a new one.
Are your ghosts new? I like ghosts.
This is a new one.
The leather straps for a long journey already tightening across my chest. I spoke in praise of your mortal hips. You spoke in praise of my passing face. I stroked your hair in the direction of your journey. I touched your flesh, prophet of your end. I touched your hand, which has never slept. I touched your mouth, which may yet sing. Dust from the desert covered the table at which we did not eat. But with my finger I wrote on it the letters of your name. And like our body's imprint, not a sign will remain that we were in this place. The world closes behind us, the sand straightens itself. Gates are already in view in which you no longer exist. Already a wind blows clouds which will not rain on us both. And your name is already on the passenger lists of ships and in the registers of hotels whose names alone deaden the heart. The 3 languages I know, all the colors in which I see and dream, none will help me. Slow and sweet was the time between us. Slow and sweet were the nights when my hands did not touch one another in despair, but in the love of your body which came between them. And when I entered into you, it seemed then that great happiness could be measured with the precision of sharp pain, quick and bitter. Slow and sweet were the nights, now as bitter and grinding as sand. Let's be sensible and similar persons. I will not forget how, like conscripts in the night fleeing, we began a slow dance of aversion, discovering down the length of a holy moon shadow the ritual cadence of rejoicing that denies dying even while under the thumb of death. I will not forget how you said, the wet seed upon your breasts was thousands of dancing children. Stone needs water. my hands, a silence, our dream of a gauze moon washing our wounds, and the dishes erasing our doom. Thank you. Drive up here for a lunch on a beautiful day like this. Bring the dogs. No. Right. Okay. Where's my lid? Sun on the snow.
This one?
More tolerable.
Oh, we're under tape. Hello, Antonio.
Hola.
Hola.
Just after my first communion, yes, cooking a little food for the guests. Yeah, it's a big momentous special day for me. And for Gabrielle.
The dogs apparently got up in the middle of the night at 4 at night, and she let them out, and then they refused to come back in. So she stood down there for an hour trying to get them back in. So
Oh my gosh.
she's very tired.
Sure.
And then at 10 o'clock, when everybody decided to get up, the dog got his legs all caught up in the bedside lamp and broke the lamp. She's had an eventful morning. Hello, she's in good spirits. Can't we show them upstairs?
No, you can show wherever you want, but Gabrielle and I were talking about this, and one thing we have to do in April is come back and completely organize this
Well, I understand.
place, because it's just tremendous.
No, I just tell you how much bigger it is than when it
Ah, yes.
when you. This is where Exile and Exile Editions gets done. And weirdly enough, I put a Mexican bathroom in here years ago. All that tile. That's from Moscow. That's very rare. You don't want Mexican tile. There was a premonition. And you think it ends here, eh? Well, watch your head. Now the lights may not work back here. And they're going to enlarge the kitchen. All this is a replacement for what was stole. They'll get busy.
I got a lot to do once we get back in April.
I'm not skinny enough.
No? Right.
So, this is the master bedroom. When I used to come up, bring him up here, I would sleep in the master bedroom, and this was Michael's bedroom. This is his 16-year-old heavy metal period. So there was this weird combination of old logs and antique beds and heavy metal on the walls.
on camera. Hello.
How do you feel?
I don't know. Super nervous, I guess. I don't know. But happy.
Yeah, super happy.
Super happy. We couldn't sleep.
It's a good day. Good to be getting married.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I always feel so awkward on the camera.
Oh, yeah, this elevator is here.
Hello. How are you? Yes, thanks very much.
How do you feel?
I'm happy as a lark.
And I'm absolutely wired. You think I was getting married?
Slow down.
There, I scolded him already. Jacket. Sort of. No, I'm sorry. You're rude.
This is lovely. We were looking at suits and jackets and it just didn't work.
Well, you look wonderful. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you showed up for your wedding.
Yes.
Okay, come on, you gotta come in.
Oh, did you meet Teresa?
Michael's in there saying it's not his real wedding, and he's wearing a suit jacket or a tie. I could kill him, but I'm not his mother.
Hello. How are you? I'm very glad you made it.
Thank you.
Oh, happy wedding. Michael. What's your name?
Congratulations. Best wishes.
We love you and
Oh, Michael, you're a very lucky man. You have to thank Gabriella every morning.
Congratulations, Michael.
Oh, a message for Michael? Just for Michael or for both of them?
Both.
Oh, both of them. Oh, that's different, isn't it? This is observe everything. Overlook most things. Everything. Overlook everything.
That's it?
Hi. Can I stay here?
You can do wherever you like.
Walk down the aisle.
For the camera.
No, we're actually having our ceremony in Mexico a month from now, so this is...
This is the legal
Yes,
portion
yes,
taking
yes.
place. Okay.
So it's sort of informal.
My name is Robin Goodfellow, and it is a privilege to perform your marriage ceremony today. By your presence here today, you celebrate love that you've discovered in one another, and you express your decision to commit yourselves to one another for the rest of your lives. All of us know, in marriage, your relationship will grow, become stronger and better. Indeed, this is a day of hope, not just because it's Valentine's Day, although I congratulate you on your choice of anniversary. But it is a day when you demonstrate your commitment, devotion, and mutual respect, as well as your faith and love in one another. Michael, Gabriella, if you are free and willing to be married today, please demonstrate that desire to myself and to your witnesses by joining hands. In the presence of our witnesses,
In the presence of our witnesses,
I, Michael,
I, Michael,
choose you, Gabriella,
choose you, Gabriella,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
I join my life to yours.
I join my life to yours.
In the presence of our witnesses,
In the presence of our witnesses,
I, Gabriella,
I, Gabriela,
choose you, Michael,
choose you, Michael,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for as long
as
we both shall live.
we both shall live.
I join
I join
my life to yours.
my life to yours.
Any things that you're exchanging?
We have one ring for
One ring for today.
the great grandmother's. So now we're officially married.
So,
Beginning of the rest of our lives. Idea where we're going for the lunch?
okay.
And you're coming to Mexico then? Trying
You
to work
need to
it still?
go.
Yeah. Tengo que.
Tienes que venir.
Sí, quiero, pero
Esa es la buena.
tenga a ver si tengo dinero para ir.
Hay que ahorrar.
Para ir.
You're charging them? 10.
Are you kidding?
I thought you said dinero.
To go, to fly.
All coming from the States.
Yeah.
He's very good. One that is non-English, non-Dutch voice.
One day soon. Or not too soon. We waited till the right time, so beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Are you coming down to the Mexican home or? Okay, because of school.
It's just first.
Yes, that's going to be.
I'll be
a
there.
week long.
I'll be there spiritually.
We have about 5 days of events set up right leading up
I
to
heard.
the
Heard there's a
big
hotel
day.
involved.
hotel and breakfast and lunches.
And then afterwards, I want to go to.
Hola.
You find me with a stunned look upon my face.
I can make one. Thank you. Thank
Yeah, well, he's so masculine. I heard it. She said she felt because he's so masculine that they should be
The 2 rings.
Mine too.
Sure, yes. No rings for me.
Yes, Michael.
Isn't that something? To think of that?
So when would that have been?
Probably about, I don't know the exact date, but probably 1898, 99, something like that.
And that's Tom?
Tom.
Was that in the
I'll show you some pictures of them at the farm.
This is what
Like Peggy is off the road for Margaret.
Right, that doesn't make sense, no.
she had a bunch of
Shall we go to the restaurant? Shall we go to the restaurant?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Another one, yes.
She was going to keep her own name.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Nice of you to come.
But it still is a change in the thing. And the whole, the effort and the ordeal to go through to change the Mexican, all the Mexican IDs is just
Horrendous.
so.
That's it, nice.
And I'm happy with her to keep her last name. Because also if we were Mexican, her name would be Callahan Campos, no hyphenation. Like her mother keeps her maiden name because of, she prefers that over
She did a
the
good
Campos, so
job.
she remains local.
What does the father of the groom do in Oaxaca? Sit around and drink tequila.
Do you like tequila?
Love tequila. Don Julio.
But it's mezcal country, so look at it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you gotta go with the Oaxaca.
I don't know who they're from.
Sticky rice with assorted meats wrapped and steamed in a lotus leaf, which is very nice. They're all tight. So I took that one off. I don't personally like the pork buns. They're just big doughy things, so I didn't mark them. Then there is, specially for you, Loy Wa Bok Choy dumpling. Okay, so we've got those.
It's almost like cabbage.
There's a steamed taro cake, but you don't want that because it's got cured meats with it. Steamed mixed beef shumai. I took that one off. Then we have deluxe wild forest mushrooms and bamboo fungi in a rice wrap. Sounds good. That's good. Oysters, pork, shrimp. You can't have that.
Can't have that.
No, we're going to order special dishes.
What do you mean reclaim?
Well, to raise money, he put it in a kind of trust.
So the dogs just sort of roam around here?
Sometimes I lived in Spain when Franco was still alive, and I couldn't live there.
We lived in Honduras for about 3 months.
And then
Proximity, and they're both built
I
on
had
terraces.
broken up with
Spanish a lot of animals.
Instead of water.
We left Canada in mid-October, and came back in 3 weeks ago, mid-February, and I hadn't heard, and the whole thing had gone on without us. So I come back into PS and he says, do you have your citizenship card? And I said, it was very run down. Never needed. Dad water to him. No 23 years, with a scrap of paper with last year's hydro taxes and phone bill or something. So of course, a lot of
When I buy my security, I just say what I'm doing after our talk.
to get it all up and running.
Well, no, I'm going to hire a guy, you think? I'm going to hire someone.
Yeah. Great. Now 400 to us, so not quite finished, but it's still a chunk. Oh, it's there already. It's through Parry Sound, the Michigan chunk down by the Moon River. The Indians are arguing about it's being settled and unsettled and settled and unsettled a number of times. It's 400. Yeah, exactly. 4 million people sitting there, and everyone wants to go away in July and August. We can sell 20 cottages if we had. So it's very short.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's from the
Yeah,
pictures.
414.
Let's see if they're expecting. Don't get out until you find out if they're expecting us.
Okay.
Oof. I'm sure
Don't really
this
have
is
much
it.
of a
That
choice,
looks like the
actually.
picture.
Can you believe the people like, you know, art
Yes,
so
they
much?
care that much.
And they were asking questions afterward too, and how, you know, how do you paint this? How did you get started? It's amazing.
Was in Stockholm. And we got to the gallery, and the gallery was opened a half hour before the show, and it was the former ambassador to Canada had arranged, Swedish ambassador had arranged all of this. He arrived and discovered that there was dirt on the carpet.
And the crates were lying there.
So the ambassador
had to clean.
went and got the
That's
vacuum.
right. The show opened at 1:30.
Really?
At 1:30,
Cleaned the
and we
whole
were there at
apartment.
12.
I
And the
will
guy
not
hadn't
allow
even
this
shown
to
up.
happen.
That was a good show
Oh,
for
he
you,
was
as I
very
remember. I
upset.
remember you came back very charged up after that show, and they really liked you. They appreciated it.
Yeah,
Did you
man.
do Jerusalem?
I wish I could run around this afternoon, but at 3 o'clock in the afternoon I was driving from the mountains.
What kind of car do you get?
Oh, we rented a little car.
Painting itself is
And it's just like one big.
Oh, because we were all together. I know, but everybody was wondering where you were. Is that right?
I don't know where anybody else is going sometime, but that's a pretty slick looking place.
Yeah.
For a small town, I want
What? No, look at this architecture here. You've been here before? Just the first time? I can't even figure out. Barry, what is this here? Like, what kind of mixture do we have here?
Where's my camera?
Bit of
It doesn't work very well.
sort of Spanish colonial. You
Yeah.
have all kinds of other interesting aspects. Antonio, tu intendo di questo?
No, Eric and I, you know, you're up at 5. the church supposed to give into the church? It's quite something. We didn't get inside.
Clear that little pedestrian street beside the
What is it called? Santa Domingo.
Barry, what are you going to have? You decided?
I'm going to have the ribeye steak, and I'm tempted to have the something really heavy, volume. The queso fundido del gusto.
What's that? Which one?
That's the fried cheese with the.
Oh no!
Oh
No, you're not tonight. How about during the day?
Only during the day? All right.
Baby eels. I'm going to try that.
You're going to have baby eel?
Well, for an appetizer, yeah, I'm going to try it. This is what I've eaten eels before, but and then maybe I'll have the ribeye.
As the man filled my gas, he said in that very sharp Ulster accent, looking at the license plate to the car that I had rented in the south of Ireland. He said, you're a boy from Limerick, are you? From that point on, I understood that in Northern Ireland I was marked for possible murder gratuitously at the drop of a hat. Right? That's what being out of sorts in a place is. Not in Canada where you've been there 30 years and you want someone to pay obeisance to you in some way or another because you're this or you're that or you're that, blah, blah, blah. You can get fucking killed.
Yeah, you question whether degree down. You question
the degree in life is everything. Degree in life is everything.
Well,
you can talk about you cross this line or that line, and it's a little difficult. Well, yeah, that's true. It's a little difficult if you cross, say, in the old Yugoslavian line between Croatia and Slovenia. That was difficult. You cross the line now between Palestine and Israel. That's difficult. You can get killed just like that. That's all. Degree is everything.
In those terms,
there are no degrees in Canada. You don't get killed for feeling awkward.
You go to Eastern Europe now, in Yugoslavia, I mean, it's a very, very important question. But on a psychological basis, I mean, I think it's very important.
The answer to that one is grow up. Someone fills out, they've been 30 years in the country, and they've got a house, and they've got 6 children going to university, and they still don't feel quite at home. Well, my dear, grow up. That's my answer. Because right across the river, there are people in another country who kill you for having blue eyes.
Do you see anything wrong with a person saying to someone, oh, I hear your accent, where are you from? Or you told me, that something grew in the family farm in Europe. Where are you from?
No.
Now, you can't, that's not an insult. That's a point of interest.
I'm not saying that, I'm not diminishing that fact that in Canada you can live peacefully and beautifully and say you're Jewish, you're Italian, you're Irish or whatever you are. It's perfectly fine. But doesn't say something about the nation building though, where you have in Argentina. I use that as a classic example of nation building, where all these groups of people, and these three main groups of people have come together, as different as they may be, and they consider themselves Argentinians. Now we have in Canada a situation, you may say almost the same degree as the Americans, where you have in America, even the blacks, with all what they've supported, what they've withstood and everything, they call themselves Americans, and they've created a fantastic, like symbolic, even jazz, it's American, it's a black American, it's fantastic, it's become an American thing, and we haven't been able in Canada, let me use the word we, I mean at this point here, we haven't been able to create something which is really representative, really.
This is a romantic view of the history of jazz in America. It's just, it has nothing to do with reality.
Well, wait a minute.
It has nothing to do with reality, because the separation still exists. Let me put it this way.
I agree. Okay.
Miles Davis asked one of the funniest, most profound questions about American experience ever been asked. And of all places in Vogue magazine, he said, "I would like to know, I'd like to know what white American people mean when they say, let's go and have fun. What do white people mean when they say fun? Because I've never heard a black person say the word fun."
Because we're using Argentina, which is something you seem to really believe in.
I believe.
No, you believe in what the answers. You believe in the answers you were given. That the answers that you were given really represent something. How do you know that? How do you know how they live? How do you know if they have anything to do with each other? These three different groups.
Even here in Mexico, you have the mestizo culture. You still a separation. I mean, you see the whites here, whatever that means. Like, still have a more power, more economic power, and so on. But they've created a nation which is Mexico. It's a mestizo culture, and they're projecting that in the separation that still exists. I mean, obviously, if you go to some of the small towns here, and you see it's Indians, and you go to Mexico City, the people who have the power is basically whites. But then at the same time, at the political level, I mean, you have Benito Juarez, who became Benito Juarez as a hero, as a Indian. I mean, here in Canada, I mean, this really pisses me off. Like, I mean, I would like to have an answer from. Perhaps you people might be more Canadian than I am. Like, where we have someone who I consider Louis Riel, who could have created something which is Canadian. I think this is really an opportunity in Canada to create something Canadian, like this mixture of whatever it was. Louis Riel, when I was in high school, because I came from Italy when I was 15 years old, then I went to high school and so on and so on. And Louis Riel, when it was like a little paragraph, it was a madman,
My answer to you is me.
And then continuously going around filling your cups with
I regard myself not as an eccentric
and rose petals fly and everything happens.
And I don't present, when I talk here in Mexico, for example, I don't present myself as an eccentric, idiosyncratic Canadian. I present myself as absolutely normal, straight, right down the road Canadian. Then what I stand for represents an amalgam of a whole series of things that you're fishing around for on the periphery. It's the real juggernaut that he presented with. John Stuart Mill said it perfectly, the English philosopher. John Stuart Mill said that he refused to believe that there could be any nation in the world that could function as a nation speaking two languages. I don't care about Switzerland. See, that's not the end. That's where you guys always go. You go to Switzerland, you go to Hong Kong, you go to somewhere. We do. We took our reality for what it is, and we make it function.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
and it functions. Again, so I got off the airplane in Toronto, and I had an epiphany. You remember epiphanies? Boom. Because I looked, as I got off the plane, at a Royal Canadian Mounted Policeman. And I said to myself, Jesus, what other country in the world would dress up its secret police in a red coat, blue pants, funny boots, and put it on a horse and call it a musical ride. We are the most deceptive people on the face of the earth. We are never what we appear to be. We are never what we say we are. We love to tell people that we win more bronze medals than anybody on the face of the earth. We love to tell people we're the most boring people on the face of the earth. Meanwhile, we're governed by maniacs. Mackenzie King ran this country longer than anybody in power in the 20th century. And what did he do? He talked to his dead mother, his dead dog. He built a temple to himself. He was crazy. He was a fucking loon.
Well, he was, yeah. We know.
All our leaders are. None of it makes sense.
Right.
And until you understand that about us, the way we express ourselves through our political leaders, our enthusiasms, our obsessions, our arguments, you don't understand.
Tonino d'Alfonso, 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 Tony 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 d'Alfonso, Antoine 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 d'Alfonso, Antonio 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 d'Alfonso.
I don't remember this town square. I was walking around thinking how great it would be if people did this kind of thing. Go to anywhere.
No, we don't.
I know. And they're everywhere. There's a bunch. Oh yeah, don't wait.
Welcome.
Hi.
Fine, you? Good. I'm sorry.
I know, I just had to go and find them.
A little bit.
Nervous?
More.
Excited?
Yes, sure.
Hysterical?
Sure.
Unhand her.
I don't want you to do makeup. It's
So perfect. Yes. Thank you.
beautiful.
Go. That's nice.
You're beautiful too,
I'll
Michael.
say.
I like the earrings
You
too.
like this?
Yes, they form super old and pink.
You're looking very nice.
Like,
They're beautiful.
who knows how
Something
many
very
years?
oriental.
Come
It's very Japanese. It's very Japanese. Hi, I'm Claudia. Claudia? Oh.
Hola. Es el papá de Michael.
Muy bien. ¿Ah?
Boda, por supuesto, y después
Estos están grandes.
Señores que no.
Sure, but you will never have it.
Hola.
Hola.
I'm rich.
we're running off to Mexico. Up, we're in Mexico.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Nerviosa.
Sí, sí, no, no, no.
Mi mamá.
Sí.
Sí, ahí está.
Dice que algo.
Algo, ay, no sé.
Sí, sí.
Cuidado, cuidado. Michael no ha llegado. ¿Dónde está el novio?
Ahí para tomar una cabeza y luego la regalas. Michael. ¿Ahí para tu carro? Porque de todo no es...
Watch out, Antonio.
Piece. The rest of the service is completely in Spanish. What do I do if I need
Did you get pictures of the inside of the church at all?
Cover charge for each person who comes in, an opening charge on the booze. But yes, that has crossed our minds a number of times. That and then write a newspaper article because Alfredo, who has the orange car, his uncle owns the major newspaper in Oaxaca.
The better thing is to get someone else to write it.
Oh yes, someone has to put their name on it, whatever. Discuss the problems and everything, or all of them. What?
You're your fan.
Yes, I think it's a big moment. Amelia. Gracias. Gracias, gracias.
Ahora y siempre. Que todo esté bien, que ustedes
Sí.
Could sit down, nobody could talk, anything like that. So we sort of, the owner, somebody had asked him where, if he could recommend a dance bar someplace. So he said, yes.
Part of the dictionary, you have like flowers and plants.
Hola, Antonio.
Flowers and plants.
Hola, Antonio.
Están dispuestos a recibir con amor, de manera responsable, los hijos que Dios les dé y educarlos según la ley de Cristo y de su Iglesia.
Sí.
Yo, Michael Callahan, prometo ser en lo próspero y en lo adverso, en la salud y en la enfermedad, y amarte y en esparte todos los días de mi vida.
Yo, Gabriela, te acepto a ti, Michael, como mi esposo y prometo serte fiel en lo próspero y en lo adverso, en la salud y en la enfermedad, y amarte y respetarte todos los días de mi vida.
Gabriela, recibe este anillo como signo de mi amor y de mi fidelidad en el nombre del Padre y del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo.
Michael, recibe este anillo como símbolo de mi amor y de mi fidelidad, en el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo.
Gabriela, recibe también estas aras, son prenda del cuidado que tendré de que no falte lo necesario en nuestro hogar.
Yo las recibo en señal del cuidado que tendremos de que todo se aproveche en nuestro hogar.
I'll say. You can't beat the Catholic Church.
Preséntate. ¿Qué quiere decir?
¿Quién eres?
¿Quién eres? Preséntate, como en español. Yo soy Mónica. ¿Cómo se dice en italiano?
Scrittrice.
Scrittrice.
Scritte, senza...
Scrittrice. Escritora. Mexicana. Vivo en la Ciudad de México, Coyoacán. Estoy aquí en Oaxaca, en la boda de Barry, de Michael. No, la boda de Barry.
¿Y pues?
¿Más?
Pues claro.
Más.
¿Está escribiendo ahora?
Estoy escribiendo una novela.
¿Sobre cosa?
De un pintor y su modelo, una modelo. Un pintor que pinta a una mujer desnuda. Pero no deben hablar. Los personajes están en el silencio. Y en la inmovilidad. Ahí la complicación. Ya estoy atorada con mi novela. Los dos buscan algo. El objeto del deseo, ¿verdad? Sí. Pero no saben que lo que buscan es a ellos mismos.
Como siempre, ¿eh? ¿Y la novela?
La novela, ¿por qué? Por el puro deseo de escribirla. Y además la novela tiene que ver con el deseo y con la desnudez y...
¿Qué deseo?
El deseo de hombre y mujer, entre hombre y mujer, el deseo físico. Luego nunca sabe uno con qué tiene que ver lo que está escribiendo uno. En realidad yo lo que quería era ver si podía hacer que mientras lees la novela veas el cuadro todo el tiempo, como si estuvieras viendo, que leer la novela sea la misma experiencia de ver un cuadro, que siempre estés viendo una imagen y sin embargo puedas meterte a otras historias sin perder el cuadro. Pero no sé si lo logre.
¿El pintor hace el cuadro o no?
El pintor hace el cuadro, pero ¿sí? Lo que vemos es la escena del pintor pintando a la mujer, es nuestro propio cuadro, ¿no? Es como diferentes planos.
¿Y la mujer?
La mujer
¿Cómo se llama?
Tenía una cita con un amante, Sara.
¿Sara?
Y Sara va a dar los mismos. Va a dar un curso a una ciudad, Sara. Un curso, ese es el pretexto. Y está buscando a alguien con quien quedó de verse. Y cada día que pasa del curso, esta persona que iba no aparece y no aparece. hasta que él se topa con el pintor y él le dice que si la pinta desnuda. Y ella, como quiere seguir esperando, dice
¿Hacen el amor?
Sí. No.
¿No?
Sí.
¿Por qué?
Hasta ahorita no. Hasta ahorita no sé si vaya a cambiar eso. ¿Por qué? Porque él precisamente, él está herido por una mujer que lo dejó. Entonces quiere como cierta distancia y pintar le permite la distancia que el pincel... Es más, él quiere inventarla a ella en el lienzo, él no quiere a la de verdad. O sea, él quiere a la invención que él haga de ella. Entonces, sabe que si la desea y que si rompe cierta barrera por desearla, ya no la va a poder pintar. Me estás haciendo pensar en mi novela, ¿eh? Cosas que no he resuelto. Y ella no está pensando en él. Ella está pensando como en los amores de su vida y en esta sensación de fragilidad en que la pone tener que esperar a alguien que además es más joven que ella. A la persona que va a ver es mucho más joven que ella.
¿Y su deseo?
Ese es su deseo.
¿Cosa? ¿José?
¿Qué?
¿José es su deseo de verdad?
No, su deseo de verdad es más hondo. Tiene que ver más con... No sé si más hondo. Tiene que ver con dejar de estar anhelando. No sé, tengo que pensar cuál es su deseo de verdad, ¿eh? Porque el pintor, su deseo a lo mejor es el deseo falso. Nunca sabía esas cosas, me gusta eso que me enseñaste. Él va a esta ciudad donde se encuentra, que es una ciudad chica, como podría ser aquí, pero es otra ciudad la que tengo en mente, que se llama Colima. Y hay un temblor incluso. El temblor es parte del... Se mete en esos días de estar pintando, se cae un balcón. Pero ella no quiere moverse de ese cuarto, porque ese es el cuarto donde se iba a ver con ella no quiere cambiar las coordenadas, ¿no? Él está buscando a un hijo, por eso fue ahí, porque alguien le dijo que lo había visto. Cuando lo abandonó la mujer, se va con la mujer y el hijo. Y entonces él llega a esa ciudad a buscar a un hijo. Entonces cada quien cree que está buscando a alguien, no a ellos mismos.
El giro no es el deseo.
¿No? Dime
¿No?
qué es.
No.
¿Me estás preguntando? ¿El guión no es el deseo? ¿El giro o qué dijiste?
El giro, el bambino.
¿El bambino no es el deseo? No, pensé que podía ser eso en algún momento, pero dije eso es muy, muy obvio. Porque sí podría tener la edad del hijo de él y tiene la edad del alumno de ella. Sí podría ser. Y puedes llegar a pensar el lector en algún momento que qué tal si es. Y cuando acabe la novela, podemos quedarnos con la duda de si tal vez era. No voy a decir la verdad. No es que no la sé bien. No es que no la sepa bien. Como él no ha visto a su hijo en tanto tiempo, la escena final es así como la pienso. Es más, ¿por qué sabes eso de que a lo mejor es el hijo el que está esperando? La escena final es... Él expone, es la exhibición. Ella ya no está, ya la pintó y ella ni siquiera vio el cuadro. No vio cómo era ella en el lienzo, porque no le importaba. Ella se va a ver en el cuadro cuando él le mande una invitación y la vea. Entonces, durante la exposición, alguien al final está mirando el cuadro. Y el pintor se acerca y ese que está mirando el cuadro le dice, yo la conocí, yo la conozco. Entonces el pintor se da cuenta de que era al que estaba esperando seguramente, pero es todo lo que sabemos, no sabemos si es su hijo o no, porque él ya no está preocupado de su hijo, si era, él ya no le importa. Él lo que se da cuenta es que quiere a esa mujer que está ahí en el cuadro y que ya no está.
¿Cuántos años tiene Sara?
¿Él? Sara tiene 43.
¿Él?
Él tiene 51. Y esto sucede en 5 días. No, 7 días. O sea, en la novela, porque al pintor lo conoce como al cuarto, quinto día casi. Y le da 3 días para pintarla. Ya me confesaste sobre mi novela.
Gracias.
A ti. I love it. Do you know how I know how to make? Cucumber? No, cucumber, tomate, raw with olive oil, which is Spanish, no? Garlic, you rub it to the dish where you're gonna put it, and you fry a piece of bread, old bread, so that you fry it and that you grind it. And then you put little chunks of pimiento and cebolla and you know what pimiento is? It's also Mexican. But pimiento you eat also it was Colón, they were looking for pepper, no? So they took back the Mexican chiles. There's one type of chile they took back because they thought that there was the spice. But on Spanish land, earth, it wouldn't grow spicy. It grew sweet. Pimiento is sweet. It's not spicy. But it's a Mexican plant that went to Europe and grew softer. I don't know if I like me in this color. ¿Te gusta? The color for me is good. Don't I look like a fish?